Hello everyone. Do you have that interview which is there in your pipeline and it's pretty natural to feel nervous about it? But worry not, my dear viewers, because through this guided video tutorial I'm going to show you a perfect process about how you can master your professional introduction in a face-wise manner. So I would like you to stay with me throughout this video so that you are able to get the details about how we are able to process. So the first step in this would be to identify the kind of audience. Now let me tell you that there are two kinds of audience that we deal with. First is the informal and next is the formal circle, consisting of institutions, organizations or companies where usually one goes to give their interviews or job applications. When I talk about the informal circle, what we understand is our friends, colleagues, acquaintances. This video mainly covers the formal circle. Next, every institution or organization asks for a professional resume. Then why is the need for an introduction? Basically, they try to analyze how you speak, they try to gauge your body language, and they try to match that whatever you've written in your resume is the same as what you speak. Basically, this is a kind of an audit that they perform. Third, could you tell me what is the ideal length of an introduction? It's not 5 or 10 minutes as we usually think. It's hardly 60 to 90 seconds. So it's that 1 minute is pretty crucial because, as they say, that the first impression is the best impression. So we have to actually practice so that we are able to get the best out of ourselves in that 1 minute. A few tips that I would like to give you is, firstly, research. Research goes a long way, my dear viewers. Suppose you have an interview day after tomorrow. So you have enough time to research about the company, second about the job, whether it suits your profile. How you can do so? You can check a lot of social media platforms, Google reviews, word of the mouth. Nowadays everything is available on LinkedIn. Next, I'm going to cover the body language or the behavioral aspects of the same. In that 1 minute, before we even open our mouth, the interviewer has already formed an impression based on how we appear. So, body language plays immense importance in our introduction. It's always advisable to dress smart and sharp. You have to keep yourself professional, polite for the interview rounds, for your introduction in a company. Make sure that you have a smile on your face while giving the interviews. You should always relax yourself, calm yourself so that the speech which comes out, it's not fast, and you should avoid using a lot of fillers and jargons at the same time. The appearance should be polished, which consists of the grooming and the body language. Make sure that your hair is properly tied in case of girls. In case of men, make sure that you're properly groomed, shaved, and it's always important to take care of personal hygiene. Warm body language and gestures and postures includes open hands, sitting or standing in an upright. Our back should be straight. At the same time, we should have a constant eye contact with the interviewer or the panel of interviewers. We should avoid negative body language or stances such as looking down, avoiding eye contact, playing or fidgeting with our fingers, and appearing nervous or angry. And you should always appear polite, friendly, and trustworthy. Now comes the secret formula of my introduction. That is the 8-step formula for you to implement. Yes, you are the great fit for an organization, and I would like you to implement this formula, which is the great fit formula for your introduction. So the first point is we should always start by greeting the interviewer. That's very important depending upon the time of the day. Next, we should give them what is our real name along with the positive adjectives. Make sure to say your name in a complete manner. and add a few positive adjectives that you can think of. The third step to this is talking about your educational qualifications. And while mentioning your educational qualifications, the last two educational qualifications are sufficient. You should always mention the name of the institution from where you are doing in full so that they are aware of the same. Next comes your achievements and extracurricular activities. By achievements, it can be anything which you have completed in your school, high school, graduation level. For example, you can talk about something related to cultural activities, school fests, college fests, or maybe you're a meritorious student. That also helps. The next step talks about the trainings, certifications, internships, and work experience. This is also very important. In case you are an experienced candidate, make sure to talk proudly and a point-wise manner about your work experience. If you are a fresher, worry not, my friends, your internships will come to your rescue. For BTech students, you can talk about any live projects that you have done. Make sure to include all the projects, the GitHub link, etc., and explain it in a nice and crisp manner. So this comes. Next, do not forget to add your fine-tuned skills. For skills, I would like you to mention both your soft skills and your hard or your technical skills. Do not forget to add interesting hobbies. Things, for example, you can mention that you are an avid blogger. In a free time, you like to explore and research about how to use the AI tools, etc. And do not forget to end up by talking about your targets, which means your goals, what you would like to accomplish, as well as thanking the interviewer. So this is the 8-step formula, also known as the Great Fit. Let me repeat. It talks about the greetings, your real name with positive adjective, education qualifications, achievements and extracurricular activities, trainings, internships, certifications and work experiences, further skills, interests and hobbies, and lastly is your target. So if you implement this 8-step formula in a timeline of 60 to 90 seconds, I'm sure you're going to make a great impression to your interviewers. Lastly, I would also like to add certain checklists that you're supposed to maintain when you're going for any interview. Remember to carry a folder in which you should carry your physical documents, which means your resume. Do not forget to carry your credentials like your recent updated photograph, and always appear in formals, which can be a Western attire or an Indian attire, whatever you're comfortable in. Do not forget to appear a few minutes in advance. This talks about your time management and punctuality. Always be on time so that you can check how the atmosphere looks, etc. It also creates a great impression among the mind of the interviewer. In case of a video interview, make sure to log in to your device a few minutes in advance so that you can check your audio settings, your video settings, and you should sit in a quiet atmosphere without any disturbances. Lastly, always make sure to attend the interview in a positive way with a smile on your face at all times. If at all you're not aware of any answer, which is quite possible, it's always good to tell them that I'm not aware of the same at the moment, or I'm not able to recall at the moment. For more information on how to give interview question answers, I will be creating more of such videos. Now, it's time to bring it all together in the form of a standard introduction format which I have created just for you all. Let's go for the first one. Hi, I am Rishi Verma, a BCom graduate from Dehradun, currently based in Pune since completing my degree from St. Charles College in 2020. I am passionate about accounting, finance, taxation and business management, and I bring strong analytical, bookkeeping and reporting skills that align with this position. Recently, I have upskilled through business accounting and taxation courses, gaining hands-on expertise in Tally ERP, QuickBooks, GST compliance, payroll management, and financial reporting. My 6 months internship in MJS & Co. LLP provided me with practical exposure to audit support, tax filing, ledger reconciliation, and client communication, helping me develop real-world accounting skills. Beyond academics and professional training, I'm passionate about tennis, chess, and theatre arts. I actively contribute to my local drama club, which has strengthened my teamwork, communication, and presentation skills. Thank you for this opportunity to introduce myself. I have a second one curated for you too. Good morning, sir or ma'am. I am Arjun Mehta, a proactive and analytical BTech computer science graduate. I completed my engineering from NIT Jamshedpur in 2026 with 8.4 CGPA. During college, I was the tech lead for our annual Fest Cognito, where I managed a team of 15 and built the event website. I also secured first place in national level coding hackathon. I interned at Tata Steel Digital for 3 months, where I worked on automation Excel reports using Python, which cut manual work by 30% for the analytics team. I am certified in AWS Cloud Practitioner and have completed a data structures course on Coursera. Outside tech, I enjoy chess and blogging about AI tools. Both keep me thinking strategically and staying updated. My goal is to join a tech-driven team where I can apply my coding and problem-solving skills while learning from industry experts. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Next, for you, I have also created some positive adjectives which you can check in the description box, as well as the acronyms which you will be finding in my description box. I hope you've liked my video and let me know how your experience goes when you go for the interview. Thanks a lot, my friends.